Oh, guys, this is my video for the Have and the Have Not. Uh, Season 4, Episode 4, titled The Cougar. Okay. Hannah, Benny, and Veronica. They have this unique storyline together, and Veronica, she's trying to be a cougar. I guess she is a cougar, and she is at the Young family house, and she and Benny has just been caught by Hannah doing the wild thing or whatever. And I must say that yes, it was wrong for them to do it at Hannah's house, but Hannah has to understand Benny is a grown man, and he's gonna do what he wants to do. And Veronica, I think that Benny and Veronica would make a good pair. She has been broken, hurt, or whatever, and Benny has been broken, hurt, or whatever, and I think they will work well together. And but Hannah has to understand, yes, it was wrong to do it in Hannah's house because Benny should respect his mom and her home, but they're going to be together, and there's no stopping them. They just got started. It's fun, it's unique, it's hot, it's different. Um, but yeah, they're going to be together, and the thing is, sad part was that David was there. Now, everybody's saying that David will do this and David will do that. David can have several seats. He was called in a room with Maggie Day by his wife, uh, so therefore he has nothing to say, and I feel like he should keep his trap shut and mind his business. Um, anyway, now Hannah's all upset. She's irate or whatever about Benny and Veronica doing it in her house, and she tells Benny how old Veronica is, and the fact that she's married, and the fact that she has a son around his age. Well, Hannah, let me tell you something, girlfriend. I see nothing wrong with being a cougar, and she's gonna do what she wants to do. But I would say that the next time they do get together, they shouldn't go to Hannah's house and be done. And I did not. One thing about Veronica I did not like is that she threw shade at Hannah's living situation. I didn't like that because Hannah is not rich. Hannah can only do what Hannah can do with the amount of money that she has. So that was wrong. Other than that, I think that Hannah needs to back up a little bit and let Benny do what he's going to do, as long as he's not doing it in her home any longer. Okay, now that's enough of them for now. Now we're going to go to Wyatt and Jim and going to this jail. Boy, 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 boy. Wyatt was wrong for snitching, yes. And he should have kept his mouth shut because I guess he doesn't know the game. He don't know how things are ran in Savannah, Georgia, or the political atmosphere of Savannah, Georgia. So he was wrong for telling, but I think that Jim was wrong for having him to go to that jail and having him to do a cavity search. Jim has to realize that Wyatt has been sexually molested as a child, and he doesn't want anybody to touch his hind parts. So he was wrong for that. As a parent, I don't think I could do that to my child, knowing that my child suffers through those type of situations in life and things of that nature. Okay, and so now we're going to put that on hold. We're going to go to Candace, Melissa, and Jeffrey. Why is Candace all up in Jeffrey and Melissa's business is beyond me. She needs to have several seats right along with David. She getting involved in that situation, and she's not really a friend to Jeffrey. She's not a friend to Melissa, so I feel like she should just stuff it and don't say nothing else, because this doesn't have anything to do with her. She's walking into charter territory that's going to get her into a world of trouble because Miss Veronica ain't playing. Miss Veronica wants to be a grandmother, and I feel like she has the right to be a grandmother, regardless of the situation. So Candace needs to stop. She needs to go find her son and leave everybody else's business alone. And but I was so glad when Melissa stood up for herself. She basically told Candace and Jeffrey that she's not going to abort her baby. She's going to do what she wants to do, and they just going to have to deal with it. And Jeffrey is wrong for having to suggest to a woman to abort her child. I don't care what the situation is. No man has the right to ask or force a woman to abort their child. So, Jeffrey, sit down with your papa and Candace, because y'all, three of y'all, is wrong to me. So, moving on from that. Now Benny comes to the hotel for Candace to get this money, I guess, to bail Quincy out of jail. And Candace gives him $10,000 when he originally asked for $5,000 to get Quincy out. Now, Candace is doing too much. She sit there and embezzled money from the criers, and she's living up high on a hog at this hotel, buying 2 houses, bought Benny a business, and throwing money like it's water. Really, Candace, you need to slow your roll, because that money's going to be gone just like that. And what are you going to do? You have nothing to show for it. You have no education fund stashed away for your child. And I just think that this is disgusting. You should just sit down and try to find your child and stay out of everybody's business and everybody's way. Now she takes Benny to this tow truck company that she bought him. And Benny looking like her, like, what? I know, girl, you up to something. And she is up there lying through her teeth and telling Benny this and telling Benny that, when the fact remains is that she's been embezzling, she's been doing all kinds of illegal activities, and she's been out there ratchet, big time ratchet and raw. And Benny's smart enough to realize that she's up to something. I'm hoping that with the relationship that Benny and Veronica have, that Veronica will tell Benny everything that Candace is up to, because Candace is no good. Plain and simple, she's no good. And I think that he needs his eyes open, and he needs to be told everything, from the Amanda situation to the kidnapping of Jim Cryer to the embezzlement to everything that she has been doing throughout the years. Candace, she needs to be put in her place, and that's the bottom line. And now they show up at this tow truck company, and Benny wants to know what kind of job Candace has. So Candace sends this text message to David with this picture of Jim and these little misfits or whatever, and David is like, what? So they could get on the phone and talk, and then Candace tells David that Benny wants to see her job. And David was like, that's kind of difficult, because I just met your brother at your mama's house. And Candace was like, why? Oh, because he had my truck, blah, blah, blah. And David sends Maggie, oh my God, Maggie, will you please get a life? He doesn't want you. He wants his wife, but the fact remains is his wife don't want him right now. So you just have to keep it moving and move on. Go get you a man that may want you. I don't know where he at. I don't think he's in Savannah, but go for what you know, girl. But leave David alone, because he's not feeling you or whatever. And you need to stop having the PI following Benny and Veronica, because it's disgusting, it's pathetic, it's trashy. So you need to leave that alone. Anyway, David sends Maggie to meet up with Candace and Benny, so Candace can front like she has the job when she doesn't. And I think that Benny's going to realize that something is still up, regardless of what Candace might try to pull, what she try to do. Benny is pretty smart. He knows something is not right. And my thing is, Benny, use your intuition. Your sister's scandalous, boy. I'm sorry. She just out there very, very, very bad. So you just have to use your intuition and go with your gut when it comes to Candace, because she's not right. Okay, now we go back to the Young family house. Hannah and Veronica are outside, because Veronica's outside waiting for her car. And They have throwing shade like it's like no thing but a chicken wing. Now, I didn't like the fact that Veronica had talked about her living situation, like I said before, but I also didn't like the fact that Hannah threatened Veronica to tell David. Now, first of all, it ain't none of David's business. David gave up his right to anything Veronica when he took his butt off in that room with Maggie Day. You don't, a married man ain't got no business in the room, half naked, kissing all up on a woman that's not his wife. I'm sorry. I would tell, if I was Veronica, I'd be like, sure, tell him. Go ahead, tell him. And then what? So, but Hannah needs to back off on that, because I'm sorry, Veronica is wrong, Benny's wrong, and them two, they fire together. I'm sorry, they're the hottest thing on the show right now, and I'm sorry, it is, Hannah just gonna have to take a seat and just let it play it out, and let the chips fall where they may, because it's going down. I'm loving it, and I'm loving the couple, and I'm loving the show. Tyler Perry has really brought this show to a new level, and he is doing his thing. Him and Lee Daniels and 50 Cent with the shows of Empire and Power and the Have and Have Nots. Oh my God. We African Americans are taking over, and I'm loving it. So this is my recap for the Have and the Have Nots show, season 4, episode 4, The Cougar. You guys have a great day, and I will check back with you next week. God bless. Mwah.